Welcome back. Rhoda, your big moment.
All right, look.
She's getting her own back on me.
Right,
She's taking it, she's mimicking my accent.
I'm
I've been
not.
wrong to you. I don't. Right, from Rhoda, we go back to John. Listen, you're a trained scientist.
I worked in the science field.
Yeah. Does that not make you a trained scientist? You were very careful.
Yeah, okay, because where I worked, you had a division between the scientists
Yes.
and those that worked in science.
This is why I've left it to last. She's difficult.
Yeah. And
Go on, it's genetics, isn't it?
no, it was microbiology that I worked in.
Well, is that not genetics?
No, not
All right, go on.
necessarily.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. We worked with genetics, but it wasn't genetics. It was microbiology. I worked in biotechnology.
I'm glad I asked this question.
Yeah, for about 4 years, and that was great for leading cancer research.
All right. But you're full time, aren't you, with the group?
I'm not full time with the group actually. I'm part time with the group. As you know, Dion said that we travel around and we do a lot of gigs. But,
for about 8 months of the year, but then you have a quiet period, which we're in at the moment.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in quiet period?
My quiet period. Well, I study. So I'm studying a music educator course at the moment. I just finished a vocal artist course. And I work in care as well. I work with adults with learning disabilities.
Yeah.
And which I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a community worker there. So.
Right. Now, are you employed by the local authority?
No, it's a charity. It's an independent charity.
Now, there's lots of charities go out supplementing the work at local authorities, and sometimes you think, well, we're paying money to support that charity. The government should be doing this. Does that ever cross your mind?
I thought about it, especially how when I worked for the large cancer charity, and I thought about that first off. But I mean, they do get a lot of money. They do get a lot of support in other ways, and they manage fine. They manage fine. And they have a lot of legacies left to them, and that they do a lot of work. They get a lot of money coming through.
So legacies is obviously
legacies is about 70%. Yeah.
One hears of charities raising money, but a lot goes to the actual organisation of the charity. That's a danger, isn't it?
Yes,
as well.
You have the management. You have arguments between heads and CEOs, directors of companies and things like that, which is disappointing. And then also you have those that decide they're going to build a large building which is going to take up X amount of money. So it's unfortunate.
This is why the charity commissioners are so controlling, and you can understand sometimes where it goes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so you're all bright guys. You've all done your bit, and you're doing this. Why are you getting into gospel music? What's the idea? In fact, let's start with the name. IDRMCO. What was it?
IDMC.
We have it. What's it stand for? John, come on.
IDMC actually stands for Individuals Dedicated to the Ministry of Christ.
Oh, right. Now, you started this in 1990. Right. And obviously you feel that the church, Christianity, has an answer to problems.
They do. I feel that through what we do as a gospel choir, there is a love for the music. I'm talking about style of music, first of all. Gospel music has been celebrated and credited with providing the world with some of the best singers that they've ever heard. Hands down. You go to any pop artist, you go to any of the secular singers out there or musicians, and you ask them where do the best singers come from, they'll say church. Gospel singers, those are the best singers. And hence you got your Whitney Houstons and all these big super names, your Marvin Gaye, all these guys, Aretha Franklin, Sam Cooke, all these guys have come out, Elvis, all these guys have come out from a gospel tradition.
Is this because the soul has got to be?
That's right, because the music is, what we sing is what we believe. I can't sing the blues, because I don't get the blues. I can't
interesting.
sing that my baby just left me and I want to eat a box of chocolates for the rest of the afternoon and drink, because I don't need to do that. You know, my wife is with me, so I sing songs that, and we sing songs that inspire people, help them to live a good life. When people leave our shows, they feel, if they've come in feeling low, I guarantee they'll leave like what you experienced.
Do they feel got at? Are you trying to get at people? Or?
Yeah, of course I am.
All right, go on.
Yeah. My aim in our shows is, number one, to point people to the source of life, number one. So it's an acknowledgement of God and who provides us with life, who provides us with strength, who we give thanks to for what we have.